A very good morning to all of you students. Students, we have already started the chapter number 4 in the Kingdom of Fools by A.K. Ramanujan from our book Moments, the supplementary reader. A.K. Ramanujan was the Indian poet and scholar of Indian literature who wrote in both English and Kannada. Ramanujan was a poet, scholar, folklorist, translator, and playwright. Playwright means he writes plays. His academic research ranked across 5 languages, that was English, Kannada, Tamil, Telugu, and Sanskrit. He published works on both classical and modern variants of this literature and argued strongly for giving local non-standard dialects of their use. Means he was in the favor of all the regional languages also. So he has written the story, and the theme of the story this in the Kingdom of Fools is: wisdom is worshipped everywhere while foolishness is our greatest enemy. With the help of wisdom we can make a difference between right and wrong. When our life is in troubles, we find obstacles and perils in life, we can fight with them and make our ways with the power of wisdom. It lives with us, it never dies even if we leave the world. Obviously, the wise people are worshipped and acknowledged everywhere. So here in this chapter, the kingdom of fools, both the king and the minister were idiots. They didn't want to run things like other kings, so they decided to change night into day and day into night. One fine day, a guru and his disciple arrived in the city. Both of them were amazed by what they saw around them. In the evening, suddenly the whole town woke up. The two men were hungry and the shops were now open. To their astonishment and surprise, they found that everything cost the same, a single dudu. That was the currency of that kingdom. They were delighted, but the guru decided to leave the place as this was a kingdom of fools and anything could happen there. That is what guru thought. But the disciple wanted to stay back there only, and he wanted to enjoy cheap food over there. So now what happens? One night a burglar was killed when a wall fell on him while he was sneaking it at a merchant's house. His brother went to king and complained against the merchant for having built a weak wall which fell and killed his brother. The king summoned the merchant and told his minister to look into the matter, investigate the case. The merchant blamed the bricklayer. The bricklayer pleaded that it was the dancer who was responsible, as she was going up and down and he could not keep his eyes on, totally on building the wall to mind his work. The dancing girl said that it was the jeweler who did not keep his promise and thus she had to visit him many times. The goldsmith said that it was because of the rich merchant's order that he could not deliver the things in time. Ultimately, finally, when the same merchant who was called in the beginning, the complete blame was put on him. Finally, the king passed death sentence for the rich merchant only, but he was so thin that he couldn't fit the stake. So the king ordered for a fat man for execution. Now imagine how foolish these people were. The soldiers caught the disciple who had become fat by eating a lot. The disciple now remembered his guru and prayed for his help. And the wise guru arrived because he was quite a visionary. He was a person who was connected to souls. The guru befooled the king and the minister that it was the most auspicious day and time, and whoever would die first would be the future king, and whoever would die next would become the minister. So the king and minister decided to die on the stake because they were totally foolish. So after their death, the guru and disciple were saved. The people of the town begged them to be their king and the minister. They agreed to it and announced that now the day would be day and the night would be night, and people could not get nothing for a single dudu. Everything will have a variation in the price because otherwise it affects the economy of a country or a kingdom. So this was about the chapter, students. So let's have a quick glance that what can be the message of this story, and what could be the theme. The theme of this story is wisdom helps us to achieve many things in life, while foolishness can bring about ruin to us. This is the theme of the story. Because of the foolishness of king and his minister, they had to put themselves on death, and because of the wisdom of guru and disciple, they managed to become the new king and minister of the kingdom of the fools. And the message given by the story is that intelligence and wisdom helps us to achieve great things in life. The king and his minister lose their own lives because of their foolishness, and guru and disciple, they succeed in becoming the new king and minister because of their wisdom. In real life also, we see that wise and smart people, those who are brilliant people, they succeed in having a successful life. They lead a nice life, good life, and they succeed in life, while fools tend to get all sort of troubles. We should be wise while taking decisions in life. That would really help us in achieving our goals and achieving success in our lives. So this was about the message and theme. Now I would like to cover a few keywords also, students. Burgled, I explained that it is robbed. Execution means capital punishment or death penalty. Anklets, I have already explained. Ornaments worn by women around the ankle. Damned means used to express anger or frustration. Bailiff is official in the court of law. Decisively means a decision that will produce a definite result. Stake means a strong wooden or metal post. Impaling means pierce and cause injury with a sharp instrument. Decree means an official or a royal announcement. And scrape means to get into an embarrassing situation. Clamor means loud and strong protest. Disguised means altering one's appearance, means changing appearance. Hide means to conceal. Promptly means instantly, immediately. Panic means to be filled with fear. Mourn means to grieve. Persuade means to convince to do something. So this was about the word bank, students, and I hope you people have understood the chapter well, and you'll try to find out the question answers yourselves only. If you wish, I'll explain one or two question answers. What are the two strange things the guru and his disciple find in the kingdom of fools? The two strange things were the guru and his disciple found in the kingdom of fools was that the king had ordered to change night into day and day into night. They would all thereby work at night and sleep during the day. And secondly, everything in the kingdom had a fixed cost, a single dudu. Dudu was the currency of that kingdom. Why does the disciple decide to stay in the kingdom of fools? The disciple did not want to leave the place because the most important thing in life for him was food, because he was not all that wise. And in the kingdom of fools, food was very cheap and good. The disciple therefore stays back in the kingdom, refusing to listen to his guru's advice. It eventually turned out to be a very foolish idea, because he eats now without a respite and begins to resemble a street side healthy bull. It was there mentioned in the story. So students, this was all about the story, the kingdom of fools. I hope you all have understood it well with the message and theme. And please do write the character sketch of this king and the guru and the disciple. And of course you can write about the king also. The guru, he was a wise man, and he was quite foresighted. When he enters the kingdom of fools, he can sense that danger can be anytime there. He wants to leave the kingdom as soon as possible, as he may be harmed. But his disciple does not agree with him and stays back. Later the guru, he was a great visionary. He comes back and saves his disciple's life. In the process, he becomes the king himself. And the disciple of the guru, he was portrayed as a little greedy man. When he finds that cheap food is available in plenty, he decides to stay back in the kingdom and enjoy. He becomes a fat man and soon falls into a problem because of his healthy fat body. He needed his guru's help to escape himself from this trouble. Finally, he manages to become the new minister of the kingdom by agreeing and applying the guru's wisdom. So this was all about the chapter. I hope you all have understood it. So have a wonderful day ahead, children. God bless you all.